And
my gosh.
And the pick is in already. They traded up and they know who they're getting.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So, yeah, Raider Nation, here we go. Oh,
Who are we trading up to get now?
my heart's racing.
Well, you saw what the Titans just did. They just traded up aggressively to get a quarterback.
Oh, you think we did that?
I hope we don't, unless there's a corner that we just absolutely love.
Well, who
Trying
would
to
it
go get?
I mean, who would it be? So,
I don't know. What did
well,
we give
like
up?
we just talked to your buddy Tipton, who is a big Titans fan.
Yeah.
Until about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I know. Jeff calls him and he answers the phone. Just win, baby.
Yeah. He's ready to hop on the Raiders bandwagon. He's Titan of the Titans nonsense.
It's us and Raider Roo in here right now.
Right on. Hey, come on, Raider Roo. So trading up, there's somebody that they're absolutely in love with. Being that Will Levis just comes off the board, is there a world where we would actually trade up to get Hendon Hooker?
I mean,
We
yeah.
gotta turn this up just a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
there's a world.
There's a world where that could happen. Oh my gosh, I'm still like we had food in my
I know.
mouth. I was sucking down a cocktail.
I was getting ready to pour another tequila.
Oh
and I
my
gotta
gosh,
sit here and wait. Now.
This is crazy, man. Oh my gosh. All right, so we got so Joey Porter Jr. Okay, no surprise.
Yeah, he was gone.
Joey Porter Jr. comes off the board and goes to Pittsburgh of all. But
course.
how we didn't see that coming a mile away, man.
Right.
Like shame on us for that one. So Joey Porter comes off the board. Will Levis is a Tennessee Titan.
Oh my gosh, you can't make that up.
You can't make that up. So basically, what we were just talking about is that he's like Ryan Tannehill with bigger arms.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And a weirder eating habit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All
Well,
right.
and then the Lions take a tight end out of Iowa.
Death
They
taxes
just-
and Iowa tight
They
ends,
just
baby.
pump them out, man.
Oh, here we go. There's Raider Nation on the screen there.
There we go. Who
There
got
we
it?
go.
Is anybody in the crowd we recognize?
there's Black Widow.
Yeah, and that's Crossbones Kelly. Is
Yep.
that who that was?
What's that?
What's that girl? What's her name?
Black Widow.
Black
Raiderette.
Widow. Raiderette. Yeah, I'm sorry. Crossbones Kelly. That's Keith's daughter. Sorry, I mixed them up. There's so many dang super fans.
Why haven't they showed what the trade is?
Why do they got to show miss the playoffs 5 of the last 6 seasons as our little banner there?
Because they hate us.
They hate us, man. I mean, they're not wrong, but still. And then, of course, release Derek Carr in February.
All the negative stuff.
Yeah. Give us all the
They didn't
negatives.
do that to the Steelers.
No, they didn't.
Well, I wonder. Okay,
Okay,
so
here
what
we
do
go.
get?
We traded with the Colts.
So we swapped third-round picks and
a fifth
traded
round.
away
And they got
one
our
of our
fifth.
fifth. That's it.
And that's the one.
That's it.
To trade up
141.
3 spots.
That's our first 5th round pick. 141.
To move up 3
I
picks.
haven't won a playoff
Or
game
4
since our
picks.
Super Bowl appearance. Okay, here it goes.
I got a feeling it's going to be a quarterback, dude.
I think it might be Hendon Hooker.
Why else will you move up? All right, here we go.
The Indianapolis Colts have traded the 35th pick to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Suspense is killing me.
35th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Michael Mayer, tight end.
Tight end.
That guy out of Notre Dame, yeah?
Huh? I didn't see that coming.
Okay.
Did not see that coming either.
Wow. Okay, so earlier,
Well, and yeah, Paul.
Wow,
Paul
okay.
called that, and I think he called that during the show too, or maybe
Yeah,
maybe it was
somebody-
Ron or someone like that.
Yeah.
Said watch for Michael Mayer.
wow, gosh, I'm disappointed we went offense again, guys. I mean, so out of that
Well,
list.
we just got Hooper and
O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard.
Yeah. And so
to trade up to get.
that's what I'm like. Well, okay, but so that list I was talking about, that top 25 list, Michael Mayer was number 2 on it, right after Will Levis. Like, you know, so I don't know, man. I do like the idea of us, getting a dynamic player to replace, Darren Waller, because I mean that's a huge hole that he left. And like, think
Yeah.
about what you want about Darren Waller. He was such an impactful, great player for us and dynamic in the offense. I just, man, at 2 or in the second round, anyways, and
I
then to
just
move
think we
up to
have-
get it.
Yeah, I just think we have a lot of other holes that we needed.
Yeah.
Other than that, after you get O.J. Howard and Austin Hooper,
Yeah, I don't love this one.
I don't.
I love the Tyree Wilson pick a lot.
Yeah.
This one, and he may be great. Michael Mayer may be a great player, but I don't love this one, Jeff. Anything
Yeah.
that wasn't tight end Swaggo, I think is a miss. I mean, anything that wasn't defense.
Well, yeah,
Dang
and
it,
that's
can you tell we were drinking?
right. Yeah, well, that I mean, when you trade up big like that, you see Will Levis go off the board, and so you think immediately like, oh, okay, well now we're going up to get our guy. We're going to get the quarterback and stuff like that. So to see that was about the last position, honestly, tight end that I was thinking. Honestly, I wasn't thinking offense at all besides quarterback. You know, I was
Or
thinking
maybe offensive lineman is what we were kind of kicking.
Yeah,
maybe there, but you wouldn't trade up for that. That's an odd one. They must. I mean, they must
just
be in love with him.
Yeah, they must just really like this guy.
Yeah.
Which-
Well, so we traded that pick with the Colts, right?
Yeah.
So who's the tight end for the Colts?
I don't know.
I mean, was it something that we got to trade and try to get ahead of whoever because they want the tight end?
Who of the other teams in front of us was going to take him? Type deal,
Right?
Or who
yeah.
they thought?
Yeah. Well, so the Rams it was Rams, Seattle, and then it was going to be us.
Well, maybe Seattle would have been
Maybe
in business.
Seattle,
Yeah.
maybe even the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Paul says this pick was totally unnecessary. I couldn't agree more, Paul.
Yeah, I'm not in love with this one. Not in love with this one. Although
I don't hate it.
no, he's a great player.
Yeah, a great player, and I guess if you go off value, I don't know.
that's the thing, man. When they have their boards, man, that's what they do.
They best player then, type deal rather than
Yeah, well, and
the holes.
John Ogle in the chat says, especially Hooper. I know for a fact because we live in Middle Tennessee, so we watched Austin Hooper play the last year for the Titans. That he's not great,
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of like a rotational depth tight
Well,
end. Kind of
where
guy.
did he come from? Where did he come from before?
He's been all over the place.
Yeah, he was with the Browns for a while.
Yeah,
and
he had
was
a
with
good stint for the Browns, and then
Yeah.
he went to Tennessee and kind of sputtered. But I think that was more of Tennessee than it was him.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah,
on
I don't
that,
know.
but-
Yeah, I think, and OJ Howard has kind of been on the
He's an
decline.
older-
Hooper was a
older.
Pro Bowler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
Pro Bowler.
Like
for,
they were
in
excited.
2018 and 2019. Yeah,
when
yeah,
they got him, and then they just
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
Oh,
with
and
him,
John
but I-
Ogle said he played in Atlanta too.
Oh yeah,
There
that's
you go,
right.
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, okay, all right, fair enough.
I mean, he's my favorite tight end in the league right now.
Favorite
Yeah,
tight end in the league.
the
and,
end.
And you know what? All of our Madden offenses just got better.
Yeah,
mean-
and McDaniel. I mean, the Patriots typically. I mean, they would love their tight ends. They go 2 tight end sets, especially down at the goal line, and go play action
Absolutely.
and get those tight ends to the corner spots or the front pylon. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about it a little bit when it was Waller and there was the whole speculation about whether we would bring in Tom Brady and Gronk. Remember all that, right?
Yeah.
And so one of my points during all that was that if that were the thing, like think about what Gronk and Aaron Hernandez did together.
Yeah.
They were awful dynamic in terms of production
100%.
and just probably the best tight end duo ever.
Yeah.
Other than Boyd Dowler and Max McGee, and I'll let you Google that. Or Ray Chester and Dave Casper to keep it on the Raiders.
Right.
Those guys were pretty amazing, and Josh McDaniels was the one calling that calling that offense, and that was like the Patriots are so famous for being able to beat you different ways on different days. And what that was one of their things back then is that they would run the football, and those two guys were their number 1 and number 2 targets on that offense. So, is there a world now where if we see an Austin Hooper reemerge to previous forms, OJ Howard is no slouch, and then now we've got this young man coming in? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Well, and Ron says in the chat, and I love it. He goes, "Remember, guys, drafting good players is never bad for your team. He's a good player. It may
That's
not be
true.
the one that you thought that the team needed, but we also don't get paid a lot of money to run this organization.
That's
so
true.
they felt that this was the position of need, which it was a position of need. Letting go a
It
guy like
was.
Darren Waller. I mean, we want to be like the Chiefs, right? Our goal is to beat the Chiefs, and so
we need a Kelsey if we're
we
gonna,
need a Kelsey if we're going to do that, and
Yeah.
this guy potentially can do that. He was ranked. I
That's
think
fair.
he was ranked the second tight end
Behind Kincaid?
Behind Kincaid. So his production is there. He had almost 1,000 yards receiving last year, 9 touchdowns. So I mean, the guy's a stud, man. He really is.
So we were thinking the catalyst for this was when Levis came off the board. It wasn't. It was when Laporta came off the board.
Yeah.
That's when the Raiders were like, nope, we're going to
We
go
gotta
up
go
and
get our
get the
tight end.
other
We
one
gotta
that's
go
on
get
it.
him.
That was it. So that now it's starting to make a little bit more sense when we think of it that aspect. And I agree with that sentiment. Look, if it's an ad at the position. It's definitely going to be a value and a benefit. It's just still we got these overriding deficiencies on the other side of the ball that just still have my attention a little bit. But anyways, all right.
Well, here's the deal,
Please,
real
no.
quick.
Yeah, wrap us up.
It also must be that they're not in love with any of these corners that are still on the board, or there's plenty of them that they think they can grab in the next two, you know.
That's a
two
great point,
picks.
too. Yeah.
So maybe they feel like they got their eyes on somebody, or there's somebody that's flying under the radar they absolutely love that they think is. I mean, it's all a chess match, the draft, right?
Yeah.
You know, whether you see value in somebody and you're banking on other people don't. So maybe, you know, maybe there's a cornerback and a linebacker they can grab in the third round with their next pick. And I don't know. We'll see. Dorian Williams out of Tulane. I love that kid. He's a linebacker.
Yeah.
He should be hanging around at least in the third, if not the fourth.
Okay, so we could see him tonight. And then, of course, we got Tyreek Stevenson still, Julius Prince, and Keely Ringo. So we got still 3 high-profile corners that are still on, you know, out there. And unless the Seahawks take one of them right now. But yeah, and so our next pick is going to be up in the third round at 70. So unless the Raiders make another move,
We might be sloshed by pick 70, but we'll see you then.
but we'll see you then. Yeah, we will see you then, Raider Nation. So appreciate all of you that have checked us out here for this pick, which is what's our buddy's name? Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer, our new favorite tight end.
There you
Welcome
go.
to
John
We'll
Mayer?
call him Halloween.
welcome to this guy. Oh, like it.
There you go.
Pretty sweet.
All right. See you guys.
Okay, see you.
Bye.